Double overtime. Game 7. Mitch Jones into the middle. Got rim. Got a shot. Scores! Mitch Jones puts the Bellies into the finals.
Stolen by Mike Messenger. Twisting, turning, scoring! They can taste it! Listen to this place again!
You know, the Canadian Army could use a tank like Mike Messenger.
Time now for the Kings of Queens Park, brought to you by the New Westminster Salmon Bellies.
Behind all of the rings, banners, goals, and points, even behind the great Salmon Bellies players, there lies the man. Husbands, fathers, brothers. It's always been a Belly priority that character and community come first, and the Bellies have had just as many Hall of Fame quality people lead off the floor than on it. Let's take Paul Del Monte. He worked in brand marketing and management and helped TELUS and the Vancouver Canucks reach new heights in business, in addition to giving back as commissioner of the WLA. His right-hand man, Ben Helches, gave back most recently as the Dubs executive director. Former Belly player Oliver Marty, a brilliant investor, is a co-owner of the Albany Firewolves and the PLL, and has been instrumental in growing box lacrosse in the US with his unique vision. Doug Deschner won a Mann Cup with the Bellies, but was also a pioneering Canadian at the NCAA level and has grown lacrosse wherever he's landed, like the Okanagan region of BC, and as a board director with the CLA. And what about our humble host? Jake Elliott played for the Bellies, and his lacrosse flyer stays lit as one of the premier voices of our sport. Close your eyes and picture watching a lacrosse game and you hear Jumbo's voice, a true grower of the game. Oodles of Bellies have become coaches, countless players have become firefighters and cops. I list them all. If we had an hour, I'll just say thank you for your service. Being a Belly is more than just strapping on the pads, it's about being a quality person, a valuable community member, and a beacon for young lacrosse players everywhere. The current Bellies are back at it Thursday night against Langley. Tickets and info at salmonbellies.com. I'm Brad Challoner. That was this week's Kings of Queens Park.
We're back. Lax Class, third period, EP 193. No more breaks. And you just heard right there, Brad Challoner back at it with Kings of Queens Park. Talking about all the players over the history of the Bellies who have given back to the organization and made it what it is. I think the Orangeville Northmen are the kind of the shining example of alumni and what they do for that organization, not only as an alumni, but then all the guys that have come through there and given back to the Northmen. The Bellies are right there with it, and a long, long history, of course, in the sport here in BC, and giving back to not only the Bellies, but to the game as well. And that, I think, guys, you tell me, I really think that's what makes our sport so special is that relationship of the top end guys giving back to the game, raising the youth and teaching them the ways, and this cycle just kind of continues along.
Yeah, as soon as I finished playing junior lacrosse, like a week later, I got a text from somebody asking if I would come back like the following season and coach a minor lacrosse team. And it's exactly what you said. Like it's like the common theme with lacrosse is once you kind of get to the top, or once you kind of get to an area where you've hit your wealth of knowledge, you want to give back to the communities that gave you as much as this game can possibly give you. So yeah, I couldn't agree more. And
Evan, I've done some coaching. Tino's done some coaching. I know you're doing some coaching now, and that's just kind of how it all works.
Yeah. And I mean, you brought up Orangeville. The reason that you've got this goaltending mecca out there is these guys keep coming back, right?
Yeah.
You got Nick Rose as your goaltending coach. Things are going to be that amazing. And
well, let's remember here, Evan, we're talking about the Bellies, not so much the North. I'm just using that as an example. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. And yeah, good on everybody for chipping in and giving back to the sport, not just with New West, but everybody that has done that over the years. And that is really what makes our sport go around. For more information on the New Westminster Salmon Bellies, go to salmonbellies.com. As don't forget, they're back in action this Thursday as they take on the Langley Thunder in what is sure to be a heck of a lacrosse game, and a very important one in the standings, and you know both teams are coming to play in that one. salmonbellies.com, Kings of Queens Park, giving back, growing the game. Well done to Brad Challoner